Guys, thanks for coming out. This is a continuation from the archetype lecture. If you remember in the archetype lecture, I told you that through a lot of meditation, studying, reading, buying books, spending lots of money on witchy things that I don't need, I've discovered for myself there's an archetype between the mom, the mother, and the crone. You don't exactly go from reaching that nurturing stage to reaching the I need to live in a hut all by myself stage. There's this stage where you need to take care of business. And in this stage, we're going to own it with the word queen. Because a queen surveys what's around her, she takes it all in, and she assesses how she can make the best of the situation. So the queen is the stage you get to when you look at all the shit in your life and go, okay, get out your map and go, this is where I am. This is who I am. The choices I've made have brought me here. Life kicking me in the face has brought me to this point. That is the queen. The queen is aware of who she is. She knows how she likes her eggs. She knows where she likes her craft. She knows what deities she likes and she doesn't like. And she's willing to admit when she's wrong. Okay? So if you
It's pretty cold out there.
Hold on, Sissy. It jumped on me and I was muting the wrong person. So unmute yourself, please, Sissy.
okay,
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have a bunch of people unmuted in it and I couldn't hear you.
Okay, so when you come into this where you're able to accept criticism from others, and believe me, there are days you will be at queen and there are days you will woe back to maiden, okay? Because some criticisms will touch your shadow. They will touch your shadow work and you won't be able to accept those criticisms. It will be hard. Please mute yourselves when you come in. Thank you. When you're doing this, it is a matter of understanding who you are and where you want to go. So, is the Queen Workshop for you? Here's how I can tell you. Do you have things in your life that you are comfortable with? Are you comfortable with your relationship? Are you comfortable with yourself? Are you comfortable with where you're sitting? You're in queen in that area of your life. You can very much so be in queen in one aspect of your life and be in maiden in another aspect of your life and be in warrior in another aspect of your life. That is what's called being a well-rounded woman. It's knowing your strengths, it's knowing your weaknesses, and it's knowing your push points. A queen is not always where she's at out of her own choice. This leads us to Medusa. So let's learn about her and who she is, okay? First of all, Medusa is one of 3 Gorgons in Greek mythology. She has 2 sisters. She was the only one born mortal. Okay, so do we all understand this? She's the only one born mortal. Her other 2 sisters are born with serpent like hair. Her one sister had red, beautiful serpents on her head, and her serpents could kill at will. So she was born, and her name was Sano. Okay, so we have Sano, and she is the red serpent covered Gorgon. She's Medusa's younger sister. Then you have Orthrania, or as some people pronounce it, Eurelia. Now, Eurelia had a high pitched squeal that would kill. Her squeal would implode your insides and kill you. This was her gift. Okay? So she could scream at a man and kill him. What a beautiful gift. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the power of having snakes to bite him and a scream to kill him? I would be fucking unstoppable. So these are her 2 sisters, okay? Keep in mind, they are both children of 2 water gods in Greek mythology, okay? So here comes Medusa. She is beautiful. She is the envy of every woman in Greece. She is long flowing hair, beautiful body, virgin goddess. And she serves Athena. As a goddess servant of Athena, a priestess, you needed to be chaste. You needed to remain a virgin. You needed to do nothing but be a service to Athena. Now, Athena plays in the god circle, okay? So Athena is chaste. She has no time for sex or children. She is just the goddess of war. She doesn't need to fuck everybody like Freya. She is just going to kill everybody, okay? This is her. She has like got her snake in her hand, okay? And she's got this shield, and she doesn't give a shit about anything else. Well, here's this beautiful priestess walking in and out of her temple every day, servicing of her. She was highly regarded by Athena. Men coveted her, women wanted to be her. And she's perfectly happy with just praising Athena all day long. This is her happy place. She's found her sweet spot. Okay? Here comes Poseidon, of course, with his big dick energy. And he sees this beautiful girl. He's going to have her. And she's like, no, thank you. And he's like, yes. And she's like, no. So what does he do? He forcibly rapes her in the center of Athena's temple, in front of Athena's statue. So this is the biggest fuck you to Athena Poseidon ever could have done. He defiled her temple with no care or concern. Now, of course, in a male run society where we have Sun Daddy Zeus, okay, Athena doesn't find fault in her brother. This was that little whore for tempting him. It was Medusa's fault for being so beautiful. That dress was an invitation. That hair was an invitation. She asked for it. So Athena, with her big dick energy as a goddess, punishes Medusa. Takes her hair and turns it into serpents like her sister. Takes her body and morphs her and decays her and wrinkles her and makes her look like death alive. Now, the reference of the word Gorgon is because they resembled the dead in Greece as they laid. The dead were not handled in the past Greece like the dead are handled now. They were left to lay and decay. There weren't these great procedures that we do with death now. So your skin would pull back, it would become white, your tongue would swell and emerge from your face, your eyes would become large and bulge out. That's what Athena did to Medusa to make her look like living death. And finally, because of what she did, she made it impossible for another man to ever desire her again. Her gaze would turn them to stone. So, this is where the Hollywood image of Medusa and the mythological image of Medusa vary greatly. This is where Medusa got her power, in the curse. Without the curse, Medusa was normal. There was nothing about her but her beauty. She couldn't put men to stone. She couldn't do any of those things before Athena put her wrath on her. Are you seeing how someone else's decisions made Medusa the powerful icon she was. So she took Medusa, put her on an island, and made her guard the entrance to the underworld. No one could go across, no one could get in. She protected the oracles who told the secrets. If you wanted to see the oracles, you had to get past Medusa. If you wanted the answers to life and death, you had to be brave enough to meet her at that entrance. So Medusa began to have a garden of stone. Everyone who came to see the oracles was killed. They'd look upon her and they were done. Perseus needed God intervention to help him defeat her. And yet, in her death, her head was more powerful than most gods. Severed from her body, she held more power than kings, emperors, and rulers. Her head became a representation of protection, authority, and safe passage. So if you were in ancient Greece and you came upon a place that had a Medusa head upon it, you knew that women were safe there. She was a protector. She protected the whores. She protected the houses of the little girls that were orphans. She protected some temple entrances. Her head was a representation of protection. We view her as a monstrous beauty. For those of us that are different and a little beyond the normal, she's our normal for eccentric beauty. The locks in her hair, her stare. We still, because of the way Hollywood maintains her, show her as a beautiful woman with snakes, a sexy creature. That's not what happened to her. Athena destroyed her. Another woman destroyed her. Do you get the idea? Out of jealousy. She served her better than anyone, and she let her ego come in between her and her head priestess. But Medusa took the situation she was given and excelled at it. She went with her sisters and protected the oracles, and her sisters protected her till Perseus came. Her sisters went after Perseus, and he almost killed both of them. They were there for her in her time of trial. And what were they? They were hideous, ugly creatures. They gave no fucks. They were there to protect their sister through good and bad. Moral of the story is no matter who you are, you need to learn to stand beside other queens and not cut them off at the knees. Being a queen is not taking the woman who's beside you and pushing her head down. It's grabbing her hand and bringing her up. We are too repressed in everything in this world to be fighting one another. End of story. Are there things that are worth sitting on the soapbox for? Yes, there are. And you will have hills you die on as a queen. But nothing is worth destroying another woman's beauty or idea of herself to make you feel better. Making Medusa like that did nothing for Athena. Nothing but make her look like a bully. And she didn't care because she was one of the guys. Now, what did Poseidon get out of this? Nothing. He got the satisfaction of knowing what he did to Medusa. He even sent a creature to be destroyed by her head because it was about to destroy a city. That's why Perseus came. His mother was going to be eaten and destroyed by a creature Poseidon was sending. If you look at Greek mythology, it's real fucking suspicious by how many problems are created by men. Not saying that it's a man problem. I'm just saying it really looks suspicious. You know, like the TikTok, that's strange. That's weird. So, this is why I've chosen Medusa as an image of strength. Now, everybody's going to sit here and go, she's scary. Do you still think she's scary? Pretty fucking authoritative, isn't she? She's doing her job without a body. How many of you could do that? She's like the Madame Leota from the fucking Haunted Mansion in Greek mythology. She's just floating around with her fucking head, getting business done. You know, I had that epiphany sitting here. I'm like, dude, she's like one of those heads in the crystal ball. She's so strong that she doesn't need a body to be helpful. Can you imagine how much work you could get done if you could just take your head off and carry your head places? Be like, have my body over here, my head over here, and I could get so much shit done. And I'm like, maybe that would be cool. But then I was thinking that maybe I would turn my husband to stone every time I saw him. I mean, if certain parts, yeah, but not the whole thing. So you have to think of yourself as a queen at all times. Value yourself more. Now, here's where it comes into the ego versus reality. Queens don't always sit up on a chair with a crown on their head, okay? So we have Queen Elizabeth who went into battle on the back of a horse. Okay? We have Cleopatra who fucked everybody who came to her country and killed them with snakes and held her kingdom, okay? Caesar and Mark Antony came in there to take what they wanted. She's like, I'll fuck you and teach you how this is gonna go. She's like, I'll fuck you and your brother and I'll teach you how this is gonna go. Rome ain't gonna own me. You need to be the queen. Queens do things to protect their kingdom. Know your fences, know your people, know your enemies. End of story. A queen is smart enough to know when she needs to walk away to fight another day. You will not win every battle. I know. I can't believe I just said that, right? Not telling you to quit. I'm telling you when to know to raise the flag for the day and be like, I think I'm going to sleep on this because I'd like to smack you in the fucking head. Okay? You need to know when it's time to step back and assess these things. A lot of you are getting very good at this. I see it. I see it in your conversations. I see it in your shadow work. I see it in the way you approach things. I'm super impressed. Not attempting to be condescending whatsoever, but I see serious growth in women I've worked with. Serious growth. That's not me. That's you. I can sit up here and tell you shit all day long. If you don't believe in yourself, it's not going to matter. The most powerful thing someone can do for you, the most powerful thing you can do for another woman is believe in her. How she handles that support is a reflection of her character, not yours. Don't stop doing good things because people don't act properly with them. Don't do that. Continue to build people. Continue to work in the best interest of people. It will wash clean. It may take time, but it will wash clean. So, This kickoff was to teach you all about Medusa and who she was and why I've chosen her. Now, let me tell you about the workshop. Okay? We're going to go through 4 weeks. There is going to be a bonus 5th week, but I didn't think that was needed to like throw into the sales pitch, whatever. You guys, if you can get into the 5th week, we'll fucking do this. We'll rock this motherfucker, okay? But we are going to handle an earth focus, a water focus, a fire focus, and an air focus. Ready? Here we go. Did you think I went and got a tattoo for nothing? No. That's not how this works. Okay. So we are going to master these elements with different aspects of your personality, your confidence, your authenticity, your ambition, and your dignity. And we're going to link them to spell work, practices, and supports that will get you through building each of those aspects of you. Want to know the best part? I can't be there. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to get behind. I'm not taking the group down. When you're ready and you handle confidence, which will be the first with Earth, when you get that one done, move to the next one. You have a question? You shoot me a message. We go over it. This support is going to be here. You notice I'm stopping making Sabbath kits for the summer because I'm working on a different kind of kit this summer. I'm working on building goddesses this summer. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to open myself up to be available for more one-on-one contact, more workshop, more integrity-based educating for you guys. And it's summer. You're not all going to want to be around Facebook. Please tell me you don't all want to be around Facebook. You want to come to Facebook when you've had your day in the sun, your day in your garden, gathering things. I don't want you to kill yourself in Facebook. That's not what this is about. But I want you to kill yourself getting better. That's what this summer is for. This summer is a queen making summer. You are going to find the things in your life that bring you fire. When you're confident, you're going to know when you can say no to things and you don't need to do them to please other people. When you're authentic, you're going to be able to use your words to tell people, no, thank you. I don't want to do that. That's not in my plans. Hopefully, we can handle this people pleasing gene that a lot of us have. Okay? People pleasing is fucking killer. It's like a serial killer in a personality trait. And the only person you're killing is yourself. Because those people you're pleasing are getting what they fucking want. They don't care that you're not. The only person not being pleased when you're a people pleaser is you. Okay? It's you. You're over here going, everybody's happy and I'm fucking miserable. Yeah, that's how you look. Because the rest of us are looking at you like, bitch, you're batshit crazy. Why are you doing this shit for all these people who don't give a fuck? Oh, believe me, we've all been there. It's a weak spot in everybody. Okay? If you have any kind of mother wound from your mom, oh, that people pleasing thing, that's fucking bad. That's a bad one. You have a manipulative mom? Whew, happy Mother's Day. You better get the cross. She needs the wood. Because I'll tell you what, she's up there hanging. I brought you into this world. Bitch, no one asked you. Okay? So, like, that is the most shitty thing a mother could ever say to you is, I sacrificed so much for you. Well, bravo, bitch. Congratulations. I'm so glad that you gave up. Oh, wait, you had sex. That's how I got here. Yes, so you gave up 30 seconds of your life. I know that much. You know, you just have to be reality, okay? There's certain things in life you need to be realistic with. End of story. If you're pleasing other people, you're not pleasing yourself. End of story. You can't get around that. That's life, okay? and get a helmet because it's going to get worse. You go into this workshop, you're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, sissy? And I'm going to be like, a lot. And we're going to go into it. Third week is going to be ambition. We're going to work on what motivates you to get the things you want. Okay? Not the things I want, not the things other people want. We're going to focus on you. And guess what element we're going to use for that? Fire. We're going to use fire for that. And we're going to activate your coochie chakra and your heart chakra for that one, okay? Because we're going to use our coochie and our heart to get the things we want, okay? If you're tuning in to Sex Magic on Sunday, we're going to talk a lot about your coochie chakra, okay? That thing's going to be on fire when we're done Sunday, okay? And then last and final will be air with your dignity. Because your dignity should go before you wherever you go. People should know when you walk in a room that you are not there for their amusement. Does the Queen of England walk in going, oh, will everybody like me? Fuck no. She walks in, she's like, I'm the queen, bitch. She's like, look at me, I'm the queen, bitch. She don't give a fuck. You're going to walk wherever you walk with your shoulders back, your head up, and your heart out. That crown chakra you have is going to be like, woo! It is going to sing. People are going to see your crown for miles. You're going to have these people in the mystic world go, girl, your aura is on fire. And you're going to be like, I know. Yeah, look at me. You know what? You're all going to have a bikini body this summer. You know how you're going to have it? You're going to be like, put on that swimsuit, like, fuck you, beach. Here's my body. Because you're not going to give a shit. You know what? I am a size 18 and I wear a 2-piece swimsuit every year at the beach one day. One day, every year at the beach, I walk out in my 2-piece swimsuit. My 17-year-old daughter goes, oh my God. She just goes, oh my God. My 7-year-old daughter goes, shake that thing, Mom. Shake it. Shake it. My little stick. My 7-year-old stick. She's like, come on, run in the water with me. I know that my boobs will escape. We will have an escape situation when the wave hits me, and it will be bad. Last year, we're boogie boarding, and I lost my top. I'm packing double D's up here, like big girl double D's. The guy beside me goes, oh, ma'am, you lost your top. I said, happy birthday, as I walked back up the beach to get a towel and cover myself up, okay? So, you know, it's like people come up to you in store and go, oh, you don't have a bra on. I'm like, happy birthday. I mean, did you want to see my nipples? Because there they are. Stop worrying about your body. You're a goddess. You're going to live in this temple. Decorate it. Fucking show it off. Be the prettiest statue in the fucking temple. Build yourself a temple. Fuck them all. Make that bedroom your temple. Go in there, get a new blanket, put some shit on the walls, get some fucking tinsel from the dollar store and decorate out around your mirror. Like, get up, be like, presenting her, and get out of the shower and be like, yes, yes, yes. I dance naked in the bathroom every day. I don't care. My husband will come in and he goes, are we done here? And I'm like, did you bring some ones? He's like, you know, I will throw quarters at you. My most favorite TikTok now is the little, she's got to be Indian little girl. Do you see her? She wears the crowns and she has the microphone and she talks and she's like, the guy goes, what's keeping you back from going to the local strip club? She goes, I would go to the local strip club, but they don't want to see my balub. And you know what? My husband signed on. He gets to see my balub. I'm just like, woo! I'm telling you, dance naked in the shower, shake that shower, put on your stripper song. You all got a fucking stripper song. I know you do. You all got your stripper song. Don't fucking lie to me because I know you do. It comes on and you're like a stripper. That shit's flying off. You don't even need tequila. Your clothes are falling off. You're a big old frat party hoe when that shit comes on. I know you are. You got them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, and your ass is dipping down. You know what I'm talking about because you all do it. I know you do. My husband will come in the bathroom. Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks is on. He knows it's going down in the shower. He's like looking in the back of the shower because he knows there's some ass shaking going on in there. You have got to be comfortable with you. I know I'm an old broad. Shit's not where it belongs anymore. It's never going to be where it belongs anymore. But you know what? It's my shit. This is my temple. And nobody has to look as long as I'm okay with it. Like he says to me all the time, you should put some clothes on. I'm like, I'm sorry about their eyesight. That ain't my problem. It is what it is. Queens don't sweat stupid shit. End of story. You know, everybody's saying to me, oh, should I take this workshop? Should I take this workshop? Should I take this workshop? I don't know. Do you want to be better with you? Do you want to feel better about you? Do you want to have time to devote to you? When people say to me, how long can this last? Well, this can last as long as you want it to, honey. We can fuck for 4 weeks. We can fuck for 5 weeks. You can fuck me once and come back and do it for 4 more weeks. This is your choice. This is the best foreplay you're ever going to give yourself. Loving yourself is the best masturbation technique in the whole world. Because if you can look at yourself in the mirror and be confident in you, can you imagine what you're going to do to the man or woman you sleep with? You're going to blow their fucking mind. When I met my husband, I weighed 350 pounds. I was a big girl. You know what he said to me after the first time we had sex? I ain't never been fucked like that. You know why? Because I was confident. I was good with me. I've always been good in my body because it's my body. Stop. You're beautiful. Your soul makes this all epic. Any lover you have is fortunate to be able to come into your temple. It is permissive of you to allow them to your temple. Poseidon should have been killed for what he did to her. Athena was a bad girl's girl. She fucked her over. But you know what? Medusa made the best of it. And she took that shit by the horn and she made it work. I know you all have had some bad shit happen to you. I know you all have. Bad shit happens. You need to take back control. Owning your sexuality, owning your will, owning your authenticity, owning who you are is the way to take back control. I hear so many women say to me, I can't do this. I can't do. Yes, you fucking can. The first step is making the decision to bring it back. You can't get a horse that's out of control unless you grab his reins and you pull him in. How do you get more control of something? You bring it closer and you love it harder. That's how you get control. You own your fear. You own your weaknesses. You take them, you mold them, and you make them into what you needed. Hollywood may have glorified Medusa, but I think she was just as beautiful with what Athena did to her as she was when she served her. She wore it with pride and she did her job. Persephone, she got tricked, dragged to the underworld. What'd she do? Fucked Hades 4 times and came back up. She's like, I'll take you. Let's go. I got this. Now I'm the queen down here, motherfucker. She took a bad situation and took control of it. When you're given a bad situation, you make the best of it. That's not manipulative. That's not delusional. That is being a queen. Do you think these girls who were wed off to kings in foreign countries wanted to marry these men? No way. But they made the best of the arranged marriage and they became wonderful queens. You have a choice to marry the life you want. No one's arranging your life for you. When you allow other people to make choices and don't step up to stand up for yourself, is when you give away that control. And what do I always tell you guys? You don't have to be a bitch to have boundaries. Got it? Boundaries are for your protection and those around you's protection. Because if they're not asking things of you you can't deliver, there won't be a mutual disrespect between you. Because you would have no intent on delivering that. When someone comes to me with a mouth battle and they want to have a fight, I'm like, I'm not giving you this. So I suggest you step back. We're not having this fight. You need me to fight with you, and I'm not going to fight with you. I was married to a narcissist for 13 years. You know the biggest lesson I had to learn? I don't need the last word. He can have it. If that's what he needs, take it. I don't need it. It's not a hill I want to die on. Keep the high ground. As long as you're making the choices, you have the high ground. And we all know in war, whoever has the high ground wins. Because they can see everything going on. Ask all them poor Southern fuckers at Gettysburg. Them Northerners had the high ground and it was over. When you're up high, you can peg off things that you don't need in the blink of an eye. You can cut the cords on things you don't want. You don't want them to serve. They're not serving you. There's no need. But you have to learn how to do it with confidence, authenticity, ambition, and dignity. You have to have those jewels in your crown. Because if you don't, you're going to look like a dictator. No one wants to be a Cheeto. You got what I'm talking about? None of us want to look like an asshat. And that's the problem in the women's circles. Is somebody's always got to be an asshat. Well, you're going to do it my way. No, I'm fucking not. I'm just going to take my bags and go play in another sandbox. Have a good day, motherfucker. I'd walk away before I'd stand and fight with you another day. End of story. It's not worth it to me. If someone needs to copy you to feel better about themselves, that's their problem, not yours. There's a lot of inauthenticity in the witch world right now. And it's really sad. I get at least 2 messages a day. Why can't you do anything with less fucks? Because I don't fucking want to. Because I don't fucking have to. And I'm not going to fucking do it. So if you don't fucking like it, there's the fucking door and have a great fucking day. End of story. I'm sorry. End of fucking story. That's where I'm at. There's proof in advertising on the top of my page. There's the big F word. You see it. My 7-year-old daughter's helping me pack bags last night. You know what she says? I can't take your business cards to school because they say you're magical because you fucking say you are. I'm like, that's what they say. She goes, I would get in trouble for that at school. I'm like, yes, you would. Because those are the expectations they're putting on our children. This is what society wants. I refuse to abide by others' standards. I do what is morally correct. I keep my word and I try to be a good person. Like there are some people that like I crush their head when they walk away because they're far enough away and it looks like I could crush their head. I can't fucking stand them. So it's just like, you're a dumbass. Usually they're Karens and I hate fucking Karens. I hate them anywhere you go. But this is what it says. No, you're a dick. Shut up. Nothing's worth a fucking piece of cheese at the fast food restaurant. Shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. You should never push your will that it makes someone feel less. That's bullshit. It's not right. There's an effective way to deal with everything. Queens know when to shut up and let it go. It's not worth your time. You all can make decisions that work best for you. And that's what I love about witchcraft. You're only limited in your craft by what you're willing to put into it. So if you want to be the witch that has every bottle facing the same way on your shelf with the same amount of herbs in, and they're all measured perfectly, and you got them from the same distributor, bitch, heads up to you, gold star. I'm going to send you a gold star. I'm so proud of you. Me? I'm like, where the fuck is this? Where the fuck is this? I'm digging through jars. It's all over the place. My madness is my magic. When I'm turning herbs together, if you're one of my friends and you're on the phone with me, I'm like, this is fucking epic. I sound like I'm 6. I sound retarded. I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And like, that's how magic makes me feel. If your magic doesn't get into the bottom of your belly and you have a, this is so amazing, you might be doing it wrong. Your magic should excite you. It should ignite you. That should be your fire. That's your fire down deep in your belly. If you have never been at a place in your magic where you light a candle, close your eyes and just feel it, oh, we got to talk. Because you are missing the most beautiful thing in the world. A fire on a moonlit night with a bird yelling in the background and just a crisp, cool breeze gives me goosebumps just thinking about it, is the most magical feeling in the whole world. Magic to me is like having sex. Sometimes it's better because I don't get dirty, like, in that area. Like, so you just, it can make you feel dirty. It can make you feel it through your whole body. You got a good thing going on when your nipples get really hard and you're like, yes! And you did it. That's how your whole body reacts to it. And the further you're in touch with your elemental sides of yourself and your spirit alignment, the better you're going to feel. And we have 4 here, and there's 5 parts of spirit. Your sexual energy is your 5th part of being the queen. Queens are very in touch with their sexual energy. You know how your root makes you feel. You know how being a woman makes you feel. That is essential to your whole being. Your inner stripper song, the way you move, the way you walk. You will notice you walk different when you are aligned in that way. People will notice, men will notice, because they can smell it. You'll give off a different pheromone. They'll be like, because you're authoritative and you have lioness aroma to you. It's like when you're ovulating and you go into a bar, you smell like bacon and beer to men. They're like, they smell you. It's like that Maroon 5 song, I Can Smell Your Scent for Miles. Men can smell you. They can smell when you're prime and you're ready and you're totally in control of yourself. They want women like that. You're looking for a man? You become authoritative in your hoo-hoo power? Whew, they'll flock to you like fucking flies. You'll be beating them off with sticks. Real men cannot resist confident, fulfilled, successful women at all. They can't. Healthy men. You all want healthy men. I hear all the time, I need a healthy man. I need a good man. I need a good man. Good men have sex drives. Okay? I'm going to tell you this. Hardworking, loyal, loving men have sex drives. Good, hardworking, balanced women have sex drives. It's fact. When you got all this fucking craziness in a line, you're eventually going to have your primal urge to mate. And I hear so many women, I just don't want to have sex anymore. Why? What is wrong with you? What's going on here that you don't want to fuck anymore? Do you remember a time when you used to like procreate for fun? I mean, a lot of women have forgot that. And it's a repression. Queens have it together. Is that our goal? If that's our goal, then let's get this shit going. The workshops will be 3 prompts a week. They're not going to be crazy prompts. I'm not going to have you balling in your Cheerios 3 days a week, okay? We're going to mix them up. We're going to have spell work to go along with the element. We're going to have 2 or 3 room possibilities for you guys to get into and chat about your questions and the things you're learning. We will have a Zoom at least 3 times through the workshops. We'll agree on it. It'll be a week out. Everybody will be able to get there. The replay will be up if you can't get there. If you are in the Alchemy Hearth, the price is $40. If you are not in the Alchemy Hearth right now, so don't like run over and join right now, and I'll explain to you why, the workshop is $55. The reason I'm doing this is because half of this workshop is going to domestic violence. It is being donated. I am a survivor. My mother is a survivor, and many of the women I work with are survivors. Domestic violence is very serious. The funding for domestic violence shelters right now is nil to none. So half of everything from the workshop fees is going to do that. I am making kits, but the only way you can get a kit is if you are participating in the workshop. The kits are just not going to be to purchase. You have to be in the workshop. The kits are going to be $25 shipped. No shipping on top of that. $25 shipped is the cost. I'm just going at these kits for what I have in them. End of story. What's in the kit, sissy? Well, let me tell you what's in the kit. You're getting a salt from Amy. You're getting a workshop sticker from Wicked Lips. You're getting a stone that I got from the Key of Magic. You're getting a handmade candle. You're getting a DIY bath soap kit for your feet. And you're getting one more item. I am working on a Lilac Hydrosol to go in all your kits. So I harvested all the lilacs from my trees and they are currently immersed. And those will go out in the kits. The kits will mail next week. There will be 24 kits. End game. That's it. That's all I can make. That's all the supplies I have. So 40 if you're in the Alchemy Hearth, 55 if you're not. The kits are 25 shipped. There will be full-on support for this workshop. So if you need something through this workshop, it'll be worked in. You call me, you send a message, I'll write back to you. If you need a one-on-one call, we'll work it out and we'll find a time for you. Okay? You need to be supported through this. This is an intense shadow work workshop because you're going to be looking at aspects of your personality you may not be comfortable with. I find when you deal with women on authenticity and confidence, there's a lot of tears because we are conditioned to keep our feelings to ourselves and not be loud and boisterous from little girl on up. That's not necessarily healthy. There's a proper way to express your feelings. I mean, you don't have to get on the soapbox and be Aurelia and split someone's skull with your voice, but you do have to know how to convey your emotions. healthy. And I know lots of us have gone through therapy. Lots of us have gone through really bad relationships, and we go back and go, I don't know why this isn't working. Some of this affects our work environments because we don't know how to handle ourselves with dignity in a work environment. We think if we open our mouths and say something, we're going to lose our position or what we have. There is an effective way to communicate all your feelings and emotions. End of story. What I'm not going to deal with in this workshop is excuses, whining, crying, and complaining that you can't do it. You're going to do it. If I have to grab you by your hand, by your snake hair, and we do this together, okay? Because I will find your demon and him and I will talk. I'm good at that. That's my skill. I'm a demon wrangler. I have enough of my own right now in cages that I can probably feel yours. It is not bad to have a bad past. It does not define you. Stop letting the circumstances of the past define your future. If any of these stories in literature teach you anything, and I say stories because Jezebel, Medusa, all these things are stories. These are set in motion to teach a lesson. Medusa's lesson was don't be too beautiful because someone will take advantage of it. You should never have to be less beautiful because you fear other things. That's not appropriate. That's not the kind of world I want to live in. And the way you can be a beautiful woman is if you have women around you who are supporting you and guarding you in those circumstances. If you're not a member of the Hearth, I suggest you get your ass in there. We are working very hard to make it an environment where you're learning from lots of people, not just me. If you want to learn from just me, I pity you. I'm crazy and we're going to go on a roller coaster ride you ain't never going to get back from. I'm intense on a daily basis. It's good to have the experience with Rachel teaching one-on-one, Amy teaching, Holly giving you goddess information. That's good stuff. There's lots of women in this group that can help you. Jackie's got crystals out the ass. She's the crystal whore over there. You need a crystal, she's got your crystals. You know, there's so many talented women in this group, and I just want more of you to show us how talented you are. Queens, support one another. We are going to be the United fucking Nations of witches. There's going to be so many queens in this group. Everybody's going to be like, I want a crown. I'm like, bitch, here's your crown. Then you come over and be like, here's your crown. Maybe this month at fucking, maybe that's what I'm going to do for Zoom meetings. I will require everyone that's in the Queen Workshop to wear a crown to the Zoom meeting. You need to wear a crown. I don't care if it's a Burger King crown. You go get your ass a crown, and you need to wear your crown to the Zoom meeting, okay? I have a lot of crowns. I like to wear them. Some of them are made of candy. One of my favorite crowns is a candy corn crown that Caroline made me. It's my favorite. You need to know when to straighten your crown and walk with dignity. And that's my hope for every one of you in this. I've worked 2 months to write this. This is probably the most research, soul searching, exhaustive effort I've done on shadow work in a long time. And let me tell you, Medusa is not a fucking treat. She is not a walk in the park to work with. She's a serious bitch. And she has a lot of expectations. But I'm going to do my best. I'm like, I'm doing it. And she's like, not fast enough. I'm like, I'm working on it. And then she goes, you're still ugly. Tells me every day, you're still ugly. Stay humble, ladies. That's what we're doing. So, does anybody have questions? You all look like I hit you with a bus. You're like, what the fuck?
No, she's intense and you can keep her over there. Thank you.
I love her.
My one visit was enough for me. No, so far you're good.
Does anybody have any questions about the workshop? This is a good time to ask while you have me if you're curious.
I have a question.
Okay.
How do you pay for the workshop and the whatever?
Okay. So if you would
The
like to,
box.
if you would like to register for the workshop, you write me at the lunar hearth cauldron at gmail.com. I'll send you the PayPal link.
Decided to take a break.
And then you'll be able to pay that way. And then I'll send you the invite to the private group. Good answer? That work?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other
Amy
questions?
muted me again.
I had to mute her because the background noise was so loud. We couldn't
I
hear
have a question.
you answer.
Yes, Carmen.
When kids start to pay for the workshop?
The workshop is open for payment now.
Okay, thank
The
you.
workshop will begin on Monday. I'm going
Okay,
to
perfect.
put several videos in the private group because I want you guys to watch these videos before we start because I want you to see the different aspects of the Medusa story. I also want you to see some aspects of queen training. I found a really phenomenal British Tudor monarchy study of how they trained young queens. So you guys can
Eh,
see this resemblance in the way you're learning.
It's gonna be at the same time, like this time?
No, this is going to be an ongoing workshop. So it's going to be a group and everything will roll through it, Carmen.
Yeah, but the time is gonna be like the afternoon or in the morning?
Zooms will vary. Rooms will be
Oh, okay.
mornings, afternoons, evenings. I'm going to try to make sure we get in everybody's time frame.
Okay, thank you very much.
Because I have people in Australia, I have people on the West Coast, I have people in Canada, I now have somebody in Scotland. So I'm trying to make sure everybody gets what they need.
So Rachel, I think that may have answered your question of since she's in the UK, whether or not this will work for her because it's currently
Yes,
1
thank you
a.m.
very much. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I mean, Rachel, I think the best thing would be is if you miss something, definitely catch the replay. But the other option is I'm going to do different times of the day. So you'll be able to catch other things. I'm going to really
Okay,
try to do
thank
that.
you.
You're welcome.
Because I'm trying to catch up on the videos and everything, but there's lots, which is brilliant, but I'm getting a little lost.
If you're ever lost on a video, all you have to do is comment in the video and it'll let me know there's a recent comment and I'll come back and answer your question in that video.
What's the hashtag replay? Should I be
Yes,
using that?
definitely. Give me a hashtag replay to let me know
That's
that
the thing.
Facebook just isn't playing games with me. And I know
Okay.
that you're watching it currently.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The other thing is since the workshop's going to be in a group, it'll be much easier to follow than trying to find it on the Lunar Hearth Cauldron page. So it's not going to be as complicated when you're looking for it.
That's why I take it off into a separate group. I know it's a pain in the ass with all the different groups. I really apologize for that. But if I take you off into a separate group, then that's always there for you to access. I take a lot of programs and like I buy these $200 classes and then they fucking disappear. And I'm like, well, I wanted to reference that. And they're like, too bad. And it's like, excuse me? I bought this book. I should be able to look at it whenever I want to. They're like, no, thank you. We took it down. So this workshop will not go away. Just like if you bought Bloom, Bloom is still up. Bloom is still there to look at. Those things aren't taken away. I try to make sure your education is there for you whenever you want it. Because I know what it's like. I'm a 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the morning productive person. Now I turn into a pumpkin at 9 o'clock at night. So, that's my turn. So you learn what your body works with. Yeah, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm told to start writing, and that's when I write. And once you're already a pot of coffee in, what's the point of going back to bed? So we're going to try to get as much coverage in the time frame for you guys to do that. Any other questions? You're all so quiet.
I have a question.
Yes?
Okay. Unfortunately, I kind of came in and I think about midway into the meeting, and I didn't get to hear like the first part. What all is it? I hear you saying we're going to reclaim the goddess and the queen in us, but what all is this supposed to cover in this series that you're offering?
Okay, Sarah. So, what I would suggest, since you missed the whole first half, when I throw the replay up here in like 15 minutes, you watch the first half of the Zoom because I went over the whole Medusa storyline and her experience. And then I explained how that'll play into the workshop.
So it's only going to be based off of Medusa, not all the other goddesses as well?
This is on a queen work. This is on a queen archetype. So I will be focusing on queen only archetype goddesses.
Okay, so it won't just be Medusa. We're going to be doing the other queens as well.
This isn't about a goddess. This is about yourself. This is a shadow work course. The goddesses are only going to be highlighted to give you attributes. This isn't a learning about goddesses workshop.
Okay.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm just still new to this, and
Okay,
I'm trying to see
so did you watch
how that's implemented.
did you watch the archetypes workshop?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so what I would suggest is you go back and watch that archetypes workshop and learn about all the archetypes of the goddess. And then you'll understand the focus of the queen, which is a goddess archetype I'm instilling between the mother and the crone. This is based on the triple goddess, and this is an injected archetype.
Okay. I'm also not familiar, but I'm intrigued, and I've been wanting to work on shadow work, but I just don't know where to start.
Okay, so the best place you can start is that goddess workshop. There's a printable in there. Go to the past events page where you found this event and go in there, and there's a printable, and then go to the videos tab on the Lunar Hearth Cauldron, and there's a video tab. Go in there and find the replay. If you need help, just write me at the business email, the Lunar Hearth Cauldron at gmail.com, and I'll send you the videos you need and I'll answer the questions you have. Because you've got to get, you have to get the baseline before you can come into the next line. But you're not going to get it if you just don't jump in. You got to jump.
Right. No, and I'm willing to jump, but I just want to understand how the pieces are put together as far as pursuing it. I want to make sure I have a good understanding of what I'm fixing to jump into.
It's the most beautiful puzzle you'll ever put together because it's all about you.
It sounds great. I mean, like I said, with the second half of it, I'm very intrigued, but I was just like, ooh,
definitely check out the archetype workshop that I did. And that was earlier this month. And that was my lead into this. So definitely check that out. Write me an email. I'll be in the office all day tomorrow working with mentor students and other things. Shoot me that message and we'll go over it and we'll try to get it for you. If you need a one-on-one to talk about it and figure it out, I'm happy to help.
Thank you. And I also like that you had mentioned, like with the other lady that asked with the time zones, is because, you know, I'm obviously a working mom 8 to 5, so I can't just be at work, you know, watching Zoom meetings. So it'd have to be, you know, in the evenings whenever I have, you know, some quiet time to myself. So,
well, I'm usually the Sunday school witch. We usually work on Sunday school afternoons, but I wanted to do this one on Thursday night because I wanted to get it in before May started because I have a sex workshop on this Sunday and I didn't want to skirt through this. I really wanted to give you guys a base on what this workshop would be before people jump into it. I don't like people to just jump into things.
So you've got multiple workshops going on all at once.
That's it's something totally different. It's not related to the queen.
Oh,
it's a sex workshop for Beltane.
Oh, I'm interested in that too.
I think, Sarah, you need to write me and we'll have a conversation.
Okay. Well, I mean, I may be asking something that maybe, one of the other girls might be interested in, because I'm going to a belting festival Saturday night, and
Don't have sex with anybody you don't know.
of course not. Of course not.
Unless you're into that
there-
thing, and then just have safe sex. Okay. That's my advice.
Of course. I am the queen. No, but no, I plan on going, and it's a really great festival here. I'm actually in Houston, Texas, so area. So
We got a couple
it-
other ladies in the Texas area in the Hearth Cauldron, so you may want to click in and see if you can talk to any of them.
that would be very helpful, because
And
I'm
if you're
definitely
new,
looking
there's an
for some-
Apprentice 101 on Wednesdays. You really might want to look into that. That would be great if you're brand new to the craft. There's
Is
a lot
that
of great
on
info.
your page?
Yes, that's
well?
under the groups tab. It's the Alchemy Hearth, and that's where all the women's circle is.
Oh, y'all are amazing. Okay, thank you. Yes, and if I have questions, I'll email you.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
When's the deadline to sign up for this?
You're serious, right? Come on, guys. You've been working with me how long? Like the morning of the workshop is the deadline. Like, Sissy, I'm not registered. Hold on, I'm in the event. I'll send you the link. Like, yeah, I'm not big on fucking deadlines. Just, if you want to get in, okay? If you guys only knew the madness that goes on behind the curtain.
You guys would be laughing.
I had no
hysterically.
power till 15 minutes before this workshop. Our power was totally off. Our internet was off. My husband's like, "Aren't you going to make an announcement?" I'm like, "No, it'll come back on. I lit a candle. I'm good." He's like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Oh, I lit a candle. It'll be back on. I'm not worried about it." I told the goddess 6:45. I need it on by 6:45. 6:39. It came on. No stress, no mess, right? So if you guys are ready to go, I'm ready to roll. It's going to be a month of crazy shit. Mentor window closes on May 1st. If you're in, you're in. If you're not, you're on a waiting list. I have a full plate. I have lots of people coming into Queen. I want to make myself fully available for the Queen participants to work with them. There will only be one day a week, probably Thursdays, where I will not be like on my email, all that kind of stuff, checking everything. I'm probably going to take Thursdays as a kickback and reassess myself, charge up again. We don't want another situation where Sissy ends up in the hospital. So I'm just going to keep myself rolling. Like I said, if you guys need anything, you have the email, reach out, ask your questions. And please don't start your emails with, "I hate to be a bother." Don't do that. Don't apologize for writing me. Don't apologize for your thoughts and your opinions. Don't apologize, okay? Remember, we're going to start with confidence, okay? We're all going to start with confidence, and that means not apologizing for the shit we feel, okay? So I am so glad you guys could all come tonight. I will be answering emails and all that kind of stuff. I probably am going to put little shit stick to bed and head over to the Hearth later on and open a room. If any of you guys want to talk or chat or do anything like that, I'll be over there. Other than that, that's all I got. Anybody else? And 5 spots are left for the retreat in October. That's all I got left. So if you're thinking about it, you're pacing on it, you better get your ass in, because who knows? I may grow some snakes and right there in front of the fire. We never know what's going to happen.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah, epic. Let's not use that word, because epic can mean a lot of things.
That's why I used it.
Last year, my daughter, we're coming home from Louisiana, and she goes, "I miss Aunt Holly so much. I wish we could spend a whole month with her." Yeah, a week later, a hurricane hit my friend's house, okay? We just watch what we say to the universe, okay? We're real
It's-
careful about that.
Incredible.
Thank you guys all for coming tonight, and I hope to see you all in the Queen. And if you need anything else, please reach out. Remember, you're magical because you fucking say you are. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Beauty Queen
Hi,
wave.
thank you.
You're welcome.
The queen wave and all.
Beauty Queen wave. Unscrew the light bulb.
Night, night, folks.
Night,
Night,
Rachel.
Rachel.
Sweet dreams.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
I'm doing the wave. Do you like my wave? I need to teach Caroline this. It's minimal effort with most recency.
Thank you.
Have a great one, guys. Bye.
All right, I switched you over. You're good to go.
Okay. Well, it's still showing. End meeting for all. See ya.